Every tradition has an origin, and the story of Holy Week in Huasahuasi begins long before the celebration we see today. But before we can truly understand Holy Week in Huasahuasi, we need to understand where it came from.
In the heart of the Peruvian Andes, the sorrow of the cross is dressed in celebration and perfume. Tarma is famous for having one of the most beautiful Holy Weeks in Peru. But what we see today wasn't born overnight. It's the story of how a faith that crossed the ocean encountered people who already knew how to worship the sacred. When the Spaniards brought the Passion of Christ, the ancient Taramas didn't really replace their beliefs. Instead, they merged them. The sorrow of the sorrowful Virgin connected with the suffering of the earth during times of drought, and the Christ of agony became the protector of the harvest. Thus, the Indian Catholicism was born, unique, mestizo, and deeply alive. To the tourist eye, the gigantic flower carpets and arches are ephemeral art. For Tarma, they are a sacred bond. Before these images even existed, people here already thanked Pachamama, which is the Mother Earth, with offerings on the ground. Today, by creating these tapestries for Christ to walk upon, locals make an offering to the earth, returning in beauty the flowers she herself gifted. And this magic begins in the dark. At 3 in the morning, families and entire neighborhoods climb the hills to gather wildflowers. Here, faith is not prayed alone, it is worked in community.
That sense of community is what has kept this tradition alive for centuries. But beyond its beauty and devotion, Holy Week in Huasahuasi also tells a larger story, one about identity, culture, and the values that unite a community.
Holy Week in Huasahuasi is much more than a religious celebration. For generations, it has brought together faith, tradition, and community participation, becoming one of the most significant cultural expressions in the central Andes of Peru. Peruvian writer José María Arguedas believed that Peru's greatest strength lies in their union, in their communities, and also in their cultural tradition. This leading to some of the most important manifestations in our culture. Also on the other side we have Stuart Hall. Stuart Hall is one of the authors that studied about the intercultural identity, and he established that cultures always need to exchange. Cultures always will have asynchronisms, that it's the union of something like from another country shaped to the cultural tradition of your country. So this is the case of the Holy Week in Huasahuasi. The UNESCO Convention for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage highlights the importance of preserving traditions that are transmitted from generation to generation. Holy Week in Huasahuasi reflects this principle through the active participation of the community and the continuity of its custom passing down from generation to generation. This celebration reminds us that cultural heritage is not only found in monuments or historical sites, but also in the traditions that communities continue to practice and protect. Holy Week in Huasahuasi remains a living expression of faith, identity, and cultural memory.
And that living heritage can be seen far beyond the church. It lives in the meals families prepare, the music that echoes through the streets, and the traditions that bring the entire community together.
Holy Week in Huasahuasi is not only a religious celebration, but also an important expression of local culture. Through gastronomy and music and traditions, the community perseveres customs that have been passed down for generation to generation. During the days of fastings and abstinence, gastronomy plays a significant role of the celebration. Some of the most traditional dishes include the fried archube, meals prepared with oyuco, native potatoes from Huasahuasi, and trout. Traditional desserts are also shared amongst families during religious gatherings and reflecting the region's culinary heritage. Performing Andean funeral marches that creates an atmosphere of reflection and respect. In addition, religious hymns and songs in Spanish and sometimes Quechua can be heard throughout the celebration, strengthens the connection between faith and cultural identity. Amongst the most important traditions are the Nightmare processions and the Easter Vigil. During these events, residents participate with great devotion, walking alongside religious images while carrying candles and praying. This custom demonstrates the strong faith of the community and is commitment to preserving its cultural heritage.
But traditions don't remain unchanged. Over the years, they have evolved thanks to the creativity and dedication of the people who keep them alive.
El adorno era hacer así, sí, y chorreaba duro y toda la cabeza se llenaba de los cargadores. Y ahí es que yo comencé a poner foquitos a las celas. Después, posteriormente dije, como a los arcos, a todo total, empecé a poner todos focos hasta ahora. Así nomás fue. Pero eso fue un tiempo, nosotros hemos hecho como 12 años. 12 años, sí. Dejamos, ahora la familia ha llegado como a 18, 20, que no seguía haciendo la familia esa fiesta. Es lo que así, yo también fui mayordomo, tu tío Federico también fue así agarrándose, y hemos hecho varios años. Y ya se prepara pues, con foquitos, alambres, la batería. Ahorita hacían 740 focos. Está demorando, ese grande. Ese demora meses. 700 foquitos poner acá. Recién estoy preparando el alambre, nomás no puedo acabar. Cortar el alambre a esta distancia en cada foco.
Pero este solo es la iluminación.
Yo la iluminación, el adorno mismo, don Nicasio prepara.
Y ese es ahorita, antiguamente, ese es todo puro papel.
Ah, ¿ya ves?
Y ahora también está saliendo con tela.
Con tela, ¿ves?
Y ahí está en todo esto está lo que hemos hecho con el chile. Está mirado, el otro día venía en filmes. Y no puede sacar de igual.
Difícil que lo haga.
Esto tengo bien bacán.
Esto está haciendo ahora.
Eso tengo.
Él lo preparado, las flores, todo en que está. Yo me voy a Nicasio, le mido a qué distancia y yo lo saco. Él pone la cosa y yo coloco el llave. Ahorita esto que te preparen es nuevo, me he ido a medir en la cúpula, ya he medido y ya estoy preparando. Joven, usted que puede nacer como nosotros, porque si nosotros ya nacemos ya no hay nada. Porque lo único que nosotros nacemos con la Nicasio, porque nosotros que ponen a nosotros son diferentes. Vienen de Acobamba, ponen, pero no es igual.
But preserving a tradition is never the work of just one person.
The celebration brings together local families, community members, farmers, religious and groups, local authorities, musicians, dancers, and tourists. People of all ages participate in the different events, helping to strengthen communities and preserve local customs and traditions. The people of Huasahuasi maintain this tradition by passing their custom, values, and cultural practice from on generational together. Traditional dance, music, religious ceremonies, local gastronomy, and community gatherings play an important role in preserving the festival. School, cultural associations, and local authorities also encourage young people to take part in the celebration, ensuring that the tradition of Huasahuasi continues into the future. The festival includes religious procession, traditional dance, music performance, sport competitions, cultural exhibitions, and community gatherings, and local food fairs. These activities allow participants to celebrate their cultural heritage while promotion monthly and trade with the community.